Hey, boys and girls, buffaloes and bunnies, and puppies.
Puppies, puppy power. Not that annoying Scooby-Doo, puppy, whatever puppy. I'm talking about real puppy power.
Real puppy power.
Not Scrappy-Doo. That Scrappy-Doo was a son of a bitch. I didn't like him.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mania, who took out a restraining order against me when I mentioned that there was evidence that he hated puppies. And that's all I did was bring it up that, hey, I don't know, but some people told me that Mania hates puppies.
I got to tell you, Speed, I wasn't going to be here this afternoon.
Really?
Because basically I forgot. Because I thought, Labor Day, I'm just going to spend time with the family, maybe take a nap late in the afternoon so that I can be fully rested for my regular time of sleep and insomnia. But I saw the headline. I saw this weather report, blah, blah. Does Mania really hate puppies? Yeah. And I had, for the puppies, I had to click on that link.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
That's why we're all here, for the puppies. So anyway, I put the link to his channel at the top of my description. So go subscribe to his channel to find out if he really, truly does hate puppies.
What do you see right now for my avatar?
Doggy.
That's right. That's a doggy. Used to be a puppy.
Used to be a puppy.
That's why we struggle.
Yep. So anyway, Andrew, did you want to talk about how cells sort?
Can I interrupt that train of thought?
Yeah, sure.
Hold up your book real quick. That one that you were showing Andrew.
Okay.
I just want to remind everybody of the existence of that wonderful, very short introduction series. Is that an Oxford thing? I think that's an Oxford.
It is
publication.
Oxford.
Now, Andrew, let me show you my. This was just a very short introduction about nothing.
Yeah.
It's philosophical, but not. It's only 120 or so pages, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, and it talks about all the ins and outs philosophically and scientifically of what does that mean. And the only reason why I chose this one is because it was right to my right hand, because I keep it handy.
And they have one for epistemology. They have one for, I think, evolution. But there's hundreds of them. And the nice thing about them is that they really summarize and structure what you need to study next. So if you're getting into a study of even physics or anything, it's a good idea to go over these things and get a structure. And it'll give you the whole overview, which is really wonderful. So
cool. And, also if, let's say you've been studying a topic, and reading up on topics, and you finally, okay, I've had enough, I need a change of pace, but you don't quite know what you're interested in looking at. You can look at the whole series, each book that they have, and decide, okay, I want to look at that topic. And if you like that topic, after reading a very short introduction, you can expand on it. And so it's just a great thing to know about and to have.
Yeah, I can't say enough good about these books. Let's see.
I wanted to show you one more thing here.
Oh, I want to mention that they did go up from $9 to $12 recently. So,
well, that's a travesty, but still not a bad deal.
Yeah,
proper.
Just wanted to show you another one right here. That's my Gibbs. Now he looks more like a puppy. He's a kind of an eternal puppy because he's a little Chiweenie. So he's mostly Chihuahua, and he's just a great little puppy to have around. So if you don't like puppies, then it's going to be kind of hard to have much to do with you. other than the fact you might be one of those poor, unfortunate people who prefer cats.
Yeah.
And I might be able to, if you prefer cats or maybe cute little, I don't know, cute little furry things that are still cute,
Hamsters.
then maybe, as long as you love something.
But just because you love cats doesn't mean you have to go on and all out and hate puppies.
Yeah, girl, not cool.
Not
girl.
cool, girl. Not cool.
Oh.
But we don't have any evidence that Gur hates puppies. It's just, you know, I've heard some things. We need to investigate.
Yeah, the possibility is so unbearable, so sickening that we have to act fast.
Even if it's a remote possibility at this point, we still have to pick up the threads. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I don't have any of the shit ready that I wanted to have ready. What happened to our? How did you do that, Scott?
I don't know.
You screwed up our arrangement. You screwed up our arrangement.
I don't know, unless it could be my touchpad is no, it's not working. So I don't know. I don't know how it happened.
Oddly enough, I can't find evidence and reasons. The latest video that I just watched.
Oh, did he take it down?
I don't know, where he struggled really badly with trying to. He's okay. So Saul Cordova insists that he is going to be the one to prove young Earth creationism scientifically, and so he found a paper by this D. Humphreys, right? Because if he does that, then evolution is over. You know, it's just evolution is over. It didn't happen. So he found a paper by this D. Humphreys, who has some crackpot theory that he published in 1984 in the Creation Research Society Quarterly.
Humphreys, more like Harumphreys.
Harumphreys. And I think I'm
link
that
myself now.
That'd be good. Okay, Russell Humphreys. He's got a Wikipedia page. And let's see, is he still alive? I don't even know.
Is that the same Humphreys who put out that cosmology that other creationists also took apart as much as actual cosmologists?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, so he has some crackpot theory about, what the hell was it? A creationist model, let's see, for the origin of planetary magnetic fields. According to the model, the planets were initially created as spheres of water, with the polar magnetic moments of the water molecules largely aligned. Why? Lendis's law predicts that the resulting magnetic field would decay exponentially. So the other thing Sell is trying to prove is based on the fact that since we've been measuring the magnetic field, it's gone down 9% in the last 200 years, I think.
Yeah.
But then there is a tremendous amount of evidence from sedimentary rocks that it's at a very high, like an all-time high level right now. That's really, really high.
Sedimentary rocks or igneous rocks, you mean?
So I think sedimentary rocks, because they form at certain times and then they align. We get the dating by, the igneous rocks and the sandwiching, and that's how we figure out sedimentary.
Are you talking about like basalt on the seafloor?
Does basalt give us indication of magnetic field in?
It's one way. I guess maybe there are different types of rocks for places that have always been on dry land. I could be wrong.
Okay.
So maybe we're just talking about different things.
Right. But there's let's see. Okay.
Also, Leo's here. Hey, Leo.
Yeah, here's the Cell video. Let me put this up.
Do you want to let Leo in, since we're going to talk about physics and other stuff?
Do I want to let Leo in? I didn't want to let anybody in today.
Oh.
Because the sensitivity of this puppy topic. I didn't.
I see.
Here we go. Planetary magnetism. This is Russell Humphreys. So he's just creation research, crackpot theory. And Sell is trying to understand the paper, basically. Hold on a second here. Let me see if I can find this. Nerd Gruesome. Okay,
With me?
Okay, and there are some interesting little tidbits in this Nerd Gruesome article by how come I'm not in first place there? Scott. Because I can't go full screen.
Anything.
I can't go full screen if I do. Oh, I came in. I hit the wrong button and left. My fault. But I don't hate puppies.
Me neither.
Okay. So anyway, so this is from this Humphreys paper that he's trying to understand, and he goes through, and he does this labored thing.
A century of failure.
Yeah, a century of failure. He goes through this this labor of trying to figure out the spherical coordinate system and a few other things, and it's but the thing is that, you know, what Sell is doing is he thinks he's going to prove that the Earth's magnetic field is decaying, that the Earth couldn't possibly be older than 6,000 years old because it would have decayed by now. And he also wants to prove that the apocalypse is coming because within 1,600 years, we're all going to get fried by the magnetic field. Now, the problem with all that is the Earth's core and outer core and mantle are extremely hot and plastic, and there are currents in there and eddies and all sorts of little basically hurricane-like formations going on constantly. And what happens is the spinning of the inner core, the outer core, and the surface are at slightly different speeds, and they create this vast magnetic dynamo that's basically, they believe, is seeded by a very small magnetic field that is a result of one of these little torrents that are, you know, basically being generated somewhere because of the fluid nature of what's inside the Earth, right? So it's kind of turning around, and it, you know, like our fucking thunderstorm produces lightning, you know, produces basically there's electrical phenomena, and that gets amplified, and it ends up being a torus on the Earth's surface. But it's a very, very delicate dynamical system, which is being perturbed all the time. For instance, the North Pole is migrating across Canada right now, heading for Siberia pretty rapidly. And so things change all the time. And I think you can see this with the Northern Lights. I'm not sure if that's the actual Northern Lights themselves, or if it's actual fluctuations in the magnetic field. But in any event, the magnetic field is very, very dynamical. And if things just tip, it's almost like a fractal system. You know, if you looked at fractals, if you just change one little thing, that whole thing can suddenly flip over and reverse the fields. And I think it takes about 800 years, so that's sudden in geological terms. But, you know, this is always a possibility. So it's been doing this. And apparently we have evidence that it's done this 182 times. And Sell talks about PhD, was it PhD Tony? Is that who he debated?
Yes, him and Atheist Jr.
Right. Okay. So he talks about that debate where PhD Tony, who he didn't understand all these things. Well, PhD Tony, I believe, is a geophysicist who actually created some of the charts that tell us about, you know, various events in the Earth's geological history. And so Sell is claiming that he didn't know what he was talking about over and over again, because Sell brought up these points and he didn't react to them. He didn't respond to them. And when you listen to the debate, the points that Sell brought up were like, what about the chemical problem? And he was referring to amino acid racemization in old fossils, which is all pretty much bullshit. I know. But he was like, oh, what about this? What about the Earth's magnetic field decaying and all that stuff? And PhD Tony kind of looked at him like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? It's like he gave him nothing to respond to, right? And PhD Tony just slaughtered him with actual charts and evidence, right? And that's all he did was, but what about this? And it's like,
and then at the end he said something. He just started raising his voice and go, and there is problems with it.
Yeah, so there are problems with evolution and the magnetic field, and
so in other words,
yeah, the biggest problem with the magnetic field, I think we used to think it was like simple, like the core was spinning or something, and like a dynamo. Yeah. But now we know that it is like more complex than any mathematics we could possibly ever model, or we have modeled it on computers, but I mean, still our models are going to be just a fraction of what's actually happening in the core of the Earth. And anyway, I found a really good video for anybody that wants to learn about it, and I will try to put a link to that. Anton Petrov has videos. Huh?
Oh, sorry, I was going to say I appreciate Dave's comment here.
Magnetic field protects it.
Whoops, I'm sorry.
What? Who was
that? What did you appreciate?
I appreciate Dave's comment. That one. Explained how the field fluctuates and how it can't be used to date stuff because the magnetic field isn't. Oh, hey Matt. Or I don't know why I'm saying hey.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Matt from PBS Spacetime.
Yes. He has a very good video, which I will put in my description in a minute here.
It's a great channel.
Let's see, where does he? Okay, he gets into
the high level stuff where it's sometimes really high level and other times it's just high enough level that you can understand it. This is the channel.
Yeah. Let me put that into let me go ahead and play a little segment from it. Do you think I'll get a strike on these guys?
You might.
Yeah, who gives a shit? I'm not monetized.
In that motion I just described, electrons and nuclei should all be moving together, so no electrical current. So where does the magnetism come from? The key is that the dynamo effect doesn't really create a magnetic field from scratch. Instead, it amplifies, organizes, and sustains an existing field. I'll come back to where that initial magnetic field comes from. For now, let's just say we start with some weak dipole field. That field passes through the liquid outer core, which is an electrical conductor. Conductors have this cool property that they drag magnetic fields with them. So if the entire core is rotating with the Earth, then the magnetic field will also rotate. But remember that the rotation of the outer core gets faster towards the center. As a result, the starting magnetic field gets wound up into rings around the axis of rotation, into a torus shape. Now, cut to the second type of motion in the outer core. You have these streams of conducting material twisted into helices by the Coriolis force. Those flows grab hold of our toroidal magnetic field and twist them up further into many little loops. Those loops form magnetic tubes around the Earth's rotational axis. These in turn generate toroidal electric currents. Now we have exactly the conditions of an electromagnet. Organized rings of current which produce our giant dipole field. Okay, so start with a weak dipole field and you get a strong one. But where does the initial magnetic field come from in the first place? Well, actually, any weak field, even random bits of field, for example, from thermal fluctuations, are enough to initiate this runaway effect. Once started, the field builds to maximum strength. In fact, any rotating body with a fluid conductor can produce such a field. The Earth, but also the Sun with its flowing hydrogen plasma, or the liquid metallic.
I want to point out, and he points it out later, or else Anton Petrov does that. We have these big, huge spheres of molten sodium where we model some of this stuff and actually do tests on it.
Like in the laboratory, you mean?
Yeah, in the lab. Along with that, we have computer models that have verified all this. So.
Right.
But And anyway, he goes on. I won't play any more of it. I did link it in the description. Everybody should watch it so you could see through this creationist bullshit that the Earth's magnetic field is decreasing and should have been gone already. It is just such simplistic physics that the creationists are using compared to the massive complexity of what these models portray. But he goes on to talk about the sudden reversals. I think he has let's see where he has it here.
So sodium comes in, natural sodium is just very dangerous. So do they like get huge blocks of pure sodium from somewhere and then heat it up themselves?
I used to have a pound of pure sodium, and it's really cool because it looks like it gets a white crust on it, which is sodium oxide, and then you cut it open with a knife. You can cut it with a butter knife, and it's like this paraffin type silvery metal, and it's super shiny for about 10 seconds, and then it starts to oxidize and it gets cloudy. But if you break off a little piece of it and throw it in the water, like throw it in the minnow pond, like we did one famously at one party, which they almost called the police on us for. But anyway, we threw it in the pond, and it would, like, the hydrogen coming off of it blows up, so it sparks, creates this, and it just goes whop, and it just blows up. It's really awesome. Everybody should try this at home.
Do not try this at home. We really need to get a lawyer.
It's your child. Of course, this is not for children.
And not for most adults. So, yeah. Don't let that sodium get moist.
There it is right there. There's the big, huge Lathrop lab where they're testing these magnetic fields and stuff. Now, okay, creationists, suck it. Unless the Earth freezes all the way through and quits being warm, we're going to have a magnetic field, guys. Right. Yeah. And we're going to have, fucking migrating continents and stuff.
I think, like, don't they say it's going to freeze at some point, but, like, it's going to be another few billion years before that happens.
It's going to be.
The sun will probably have burnt the Earth to a crisp by then.
Yeah, the sun will heat it up again by then because of its migration to a red giant,
Yeah.
So, anyway, not going to happen, dudes. Not going to happen. And
the point being, it's definitely not decaying. At least not at the appreciable rate they're talking about.
Yeah, let me see if I can find this atrocity that Sal Cordova put out. I think I might have put it over here somewhere. Let me stop my cam for a minute.
So we're not gonna actually invite Leo?
Oh, we can, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were being serious or not. I don't know. He might have something to add if he's still around.
Let's see, Leo, Falilia. Well, I think we're gonna open the room up.
Yeah, might as well just open it up.
You want to do that, Scott? Just open it up. Anyway, so let's see here. Yeah, I got it up. Let me see here. Start cam. So yeah, this is Sal's thing. I got to link that in the description as well because I mentioned it.
Oh, that's interesting, Dave. Say twice, or as strong as it's been the past 100,000 years, twice as intense as its million-year average. I didn't know.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, it went into this dip a while back, and then it came out and got really high, and now it's dropped down another night. But I mean, it's fluctuating all the time.
Right.
Why wouldn't it? With all of the plate subduction, with asteroid impacts and a few other things that that just modify what's happening at the core of the Earth. I mean, we're going to have fluctuation. And we're just, it just so happens that we're seeing a slight downtrend right now.
Right. We're at the tip of the iceberg, and we think the rest of the iceberg doesn't exist.
Yeah, and I'd like to, exactly. And I'd like to remind everybody that we have a slight uptick in our carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
And of course, they would love to deny that.
It's getting so hot right now. Hint, hint.
Oh my God. We set a record in Death Valley, didn't we? Like an all-time record, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised.
28 degrees or something.
Oh,
I mean, you can't live in that shit. We're gonna die. we're all gonna die. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, and Dave says the Earth is sloshy too. Yep, it's like an apple with a thin crust, except the inside of the apple is made of liquid metal.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, it'll be interesting. Sal Cordova is going to double down and try to prove his young Earth creationism with his great knowledge of physics.
So,
which I
assuming he gets it, score 1 for magnetic field, score a dozen other things for an old Earth that we're not even mentioning here.
Yeah, I wish I'd bookmarked the little piece where he talks about evolution and how our phylogenies don't amount to a hill of beans because evolution is false.
I want to listen to that.
I don't know where it is, and it's somewhere here in the beginning.
Bookmark it?
I didn't bookmark it. Maybe I will for later. But he's going to go on here, and he really struggled with this video.
Did he say something like specifically at all, or just vague statements?
I think he might have mentioned zinc fingers, which
I think every month he should do a video where he picks a phrase and then slams a bunch of textbooks onto the desk if they don't have that phrase in the index.
Yep.
Don't you think that would be a nice feature?
Yeah, that would. I want to point. This is zinc finger 136, which is Sal's favorite.
That looks like it would go good with gravy.
That's a zinc finger right there in pie mall.
From the side, it kind of looks like a horsey.
Well, so what I did is, let's see. And I erased it, but you can see these like 1, 2, 3. Basically, these things might fit into the DNA groove, but and pick out a certain piece of DNA. And of course, these zinc fingers are extremely varied, but you can see where that might fit into the major groove. And if you go through and start linking up these little H's right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, where did it pop up? Let me see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, right there. So that's one of them, but that one is kind of sticking on the inside, and I'm not. And I don't. Okay, you get a file for fold data for a protein that's based on crystallography or whatever method they used. These down here are those histidine amino acids that grab the zinc finger. But anyway, I don't know if they did the crystallography with zinc basically being clamped. So it could have a different structure when you have zinc present, and I don't know that. But I just thought it was kind of interesting to start looking at zinc fingers and to start getting an idea what proteins really kind of look like. There's a lot of those little corkscrew-shaped things, proteins. Yeah. And out at the end here, we have the part that actually inhibits. It links up with some other proteins to inhibit the DNA, that sort of thing. But anyway, this is from the PDB database, where you get these huge files that they have up here, and you can display any protein that they have data for, and it has a ton of information about the protein. And then you could zoom in, and you can go over and let's see, it's off my screen a little bit. Let me see here. So the
website for true protein nerds like speed.
Yeah. If you really like proteins,
if you like proteins, this is the place to go.
Okay, so this is something this is something that everybody's probably seen as the ribbon diagrams, right?
Yep.
And you can.
Hey, real quick, Speed, would you go ahead and pin that link?
What link?
Chat?
To what?
The link to the the link to this stream to the side chat.
Might be a good idea.
You can't do that.
I'm not gifted with that ability.
What's really interesting about this stream is Gur hasn't shown up because he's hiding. Why would he hide? if he didn't really hate
I
it.
know.
He popped in
I know.
the side chat a couple times.
He did make that pronouncement about his lawyer.
Oh, he did. Okay.
But I've heard rumors he's been hiding out from us, hiding behind Pine Creek Doug's skirts.
Oh. Yep. Anyway, this is a fun little tool, and if you sign up for a Coursera course in bioinformatics, you can get a free download that's built. Otherwise, you can't anymore. You got to pay like $300 for it. But if you're taking a course in something, or Andrew, you could probably get it because you're going to school. So
probably.
It's a good idea to look at this shit. And the really interesting thing is, there's this bullshit about these being tiny little machines that are just perfectly
as Otangelo likes to repeatedly say.
Right, and that's just not the case. Let's see, surface. Okay, yeah, this is more what they look like. They're just globbies. They're globbies. It's the LPP. What the hell? What the hell?
The actual?
What did we do?
Check the avatar down
It's
below.
It's GUR.
Yeah, it's GUR.
Oh God, I thought John was going to bless us. Oh my goodness. So okay, we're not saying
GUR PP.
So, are you suggesting
in any other context?
in any other context, yes or no? Hey, dumbass,
Yes.
dumbass. Hey,
Any other context?
I'm listening.
Yes and no.
atheists
Yes,
are
plus
such
no.
freaking idiots.
I've met a few idiot atheists, and today I'm being an idiot. I can't even pronounce
don't say
idiot.
that, Scott.
You see, that's because you're an idiot. So,
Exactly
That's what
what
I'm suggesting.
There you go.
How do
Come
you
on
get
now.
that
Oh, hey,
echo?
everybody. What's going on?
Okay, do you want to answer to the charges?
Listen, we're no longer friends, Slow. I mean,
Oh.
Speed.
Oh,
Because I can't
Girly
do
Mania.
this anymore. Hey, that's offensive. It's GUR, not girly.
I thought it was girly. Okay, I'm sorry. I got it wrong. Anyway, so I just suggested that everybody subscribe to your channel and find out the truth about you.
I clicked on that link, and it took me to a Fox News video.
Did it really?
Yeah, I was like, what the?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, did you not mean to do that?
No. What the fuck did I
That's
do?
funny. That's funny.
Oh, let's see. Okay.
Yeah,
It must
Made
have.
a joke. He didn't know we made a joke.
Yeah, I made a
I
joke. I
thought
didn't even.
Yeah, I thought it was intentional. I'm like, yeah, he would link it to a Fox News video because I've been railing against Fox News now almost every stream.
Huh. That was kind of funny.
It is a Fox News video. Oh my God. So,
I'm
Okay,
glad
but-
it wasn't another type of video, Speed.
but wait a minute. You clicked on your own link? What kind of fucking narcissism is that?
I was just checking, and sure enough, it was not mine.
I mean, he has a point, Speed.
Oh, let me go ahead and fix that for you,
I
girl.
see Spooky was spying on me over at Pine Creek's channel. I saw his comments here.
Oh, you were on Pine Creek's channel?
I was in the side chat. I've been on his channel once, maybe twice, but
Okay.
this time I was just in the side chat, and I saw Spooky say somewhere that GUR is in Pine Creek side chat. He's scared or something.
You're hiding out.
I was hiding.
Yeah.
Hiding from the
So,
charges and allegations.
Hey, Nidemos.
How in the fuck did I get a Fox News video? I don't even, I mean, these don't even come up in my feed. I have
Yeah.
no.
The
Yeah,
title
That's
is
weird.
Steve Jobs addresses what went wrong with America's schools in 1995 interview. And I was like, what? What's
What the?
I was trying to
fucking-
make sense out of it. I was like, what is Speed trying to say?
Yeah, I don't know. Where would you get that link?
Well, watch between the lines.
Yeah, I felt like a conspiracy theorist.
Okay, I'm going to type in
Seeing
Fox.
patterns that aren't there.
Okay, Fox News puppy hating leftist, and see if your name comes up. Yep, GUR Mania.
Well, there you go.
What pops up?
Mania. Top
you-
link. Fox News puppy
when you type
hating.
in who is the most intelligent person on YouTube, Mania pops up. Get
Nope.
out of here.
Nope. Fox News kills puppies. Facebook. What the fuck?
I thought I took that down. Spooky says Gurr does some serious pine ass sucking.
Pine point sucking. Pine point sucking.
I've only had one conversation with him on his channel and then on a couple other channels. So I don't know where Spooky gets off. I think Spooky just hates it that I detest Spooky. That's what I think.
Not to change the topic a little bit, but did any of you guys see the Leo's most recent video yesterday?
Oh yes, it was so funny.
He was asking SFT and LPP about by what standard do you judge a mutation is good or bad, or something like that.
Yeah.
And they couldn't answer it, or they went on their usual answers, quote unquote.
They could not give a solid answer. It was the side chat.
Oh, so okay, you saw this Fox News kills puppies. That's a Facebook.
We can't have that. We can't have that. Get out of here. Get out of here, bro. We can't have that.
I support it.
Okay, here's Leo's video. This one question infuriates creationists.
Yep, that
featuring Standing for Truth. Oh no, I missed this. How come I didn't get a
me
link?
too. What time did it come out?
I think
yesterday,
one yesterday, or one Pacific yesterday.
You know what? No, I have the bell rung right here, and I'm on my Mike Brusnak account, so I don't understand why I didn't get it. Well, I got the bell rung on so many accounts right now that when I open my phone, it just peels out like 100 videos. So I have a bit of a time. I will link that in my description. And I will watch that as soon as we're done here.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting.
It's he I think he does a good job.
Does he actually have he has them on?
Huh?
They actually come on his channel?
No, this was on LPP's stream.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So he premiered a snippet of a conversation from LPP's stream?
Yeah, he likes to premiere snippets of some conversations he has.
Which is fine. Who can go through
I mean, they're typically good conversations, so.
Yeah, they are.
What
that one phrase, that one was funny.
What are these scientists wannabes afraid to come onto our channels? Is it because they're afraid they're not going to get basically a view out of us or something?
I don't know.
Probably.
No, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think it's just they're afraid of us because SFT, like he pops in the side chat now and again, but he doesn't usually join.
He won't talk about anything, and I think he's afraid we might get a view if he comes in.
Well, it is. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm not sorry. It is interesting that all these outspoken, strongly opinionated creationists never seem to seek out atheist channels, like except for Otangelo. Of all people, it has to be
Otangelo is the exception.
You won't find LPP or SFT or Bubblegum or Praise or any of these people going into atheist streams. Occasionally, LPP will come into mind, but I guess that's the only exception.
Well, they don't generally have control of the mute button.
Oh, awesome!
Banning powers or whatever.
Thank you, Gurr.
I would love to have a conversation with LPP on your channel, Gurr, where you can't mute everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And at least try to have a genuine conversation.
I think it would definitely fare a lot better there.
On the word try.
Yeah.
So let's say, Gurr, going back about 20 minutes where I confronted you directly about hating puppies, and then now at about 38, I have a clip of you saying, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Hashtag these nuts.
Oh boy.
Well, my puppies are glaring at me for even talking to you, Gro.
Scott, I will say that is one cute puppy, And if I could just get my hands around its neck, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh my! Oh my!
Oh boy!
Oh,
you're just, oh man! I'm downloading this video and clipping away. I've got some clips to do, man. This is thank you.
Gibbs,
Thank
no,
you.
he didn't mean it. He can't get you. He can't get you, Gibbs. Oh.
Hey, how come our names aren't under our avatars?
Because I'm a dick.
Communist.
I'm a dick. Because I'm a dick. I don't want to advertise you or your channel any more than I have to. There.
Well, I do know that can get you canceled sometimes.
I know.
Anyway,
I'll fix
you.
I'll fix.
All right, I do have a question quickly for you, Speed. Why do you have both of your names at the same time? Like, don't you want to pick one or the other? Or I don't know. I'm just curious.
Speed of sound and answers in atheism?
Yeah, why do you have them side by side?
Let me do some splaining. Okay, I am Speed of Sound. Okay, my channel is Answers in Atheism. I have them in parentheses. That's why. Yeah. Okay. So because people get a little confused because I'm either Mike Brusnak, Speed of Sound, Answers in Atheism.
That's true. Yeah.
A long time ago, I used to have that Speed of Sound to Gravity bullshit because if you typed in Speed of Sound to YouTube, you got like 50 billion hits before you actually came. So anyway, so that's okay. Now we settled that, so everybody can. Because I have to explain that my emails to people that I'm just meeting. Right. Speaking of people that
Answers in sound, Speed of Atheism.
I have links.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I linked something called the Hats Off channel, which Scott briefly reviewed, and he's got not a lot of videos on it, but good videos on the Bible.
Yeah, they come out looks like once a month. The majority of them are about a year old, but you can see where he's just been cranking them out once a month. The video qualities seems to be really good. He shows graphics that are consistent with what he's talking about at the moment. He talks about the historical reliability of like Luke Acts, some historical reliability of the gospel. Can you really tell more about the life of Jesus or historicity of Jesus from the Gospels than you can from Tacitus? The man Tacitus from his own writings and things like that.
More evidence, the better.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm pulling up a video.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay. So there's that one, and James Apperson has a blog which I linked. How religious authority conquers and divides us from ourselves and from others. And James Apperson also has a channel. And Nidemos, I linked his channel in here. And I linked one other called IPUB, which I have not checked out yet, but they had an interview with a secular Mormon. That was one of the first links. So Nidemos recommended Hats Off and IPUB. So anyway, that's it. I'm just passing that along. And I put all that shit in the description. So we have that stuff. So there you go.
Do you like my new name?
Spooky Bed. Yeah, I love it. Spooky Bed Hair is scary. Scary.
I agree.
Spooky.
What in the heck? I gotta fix my links. Anyway, so what else are we doing today? Oh, by the way, your Ray Comfort thing. God, that guy's when he was talking to that girl, that Satanist thing, that's what I tuned in on. She looked like she was being beaten by.
I know he was gaslighting her like crazy.
I mean, God, what a dick!
I noticed. It never occurred to me until that stream that his apologetics is gaslighting people. I know that's kind of Christianity altogether, but he really does.
It was just ugly and horrible. Just yucky, His voice, he makes me want to shove that microphone up his ass. He's just a dick. It's fucking hard questions for atheists, it's like, fuck you, dude.
And here's the thing, like he'll say, have you ever taken God's name in vain? And what he means by that is saying like, God damn it, or even, oh my God. He actually
cut it out.
Cut it out when she said, "Oh my God." And the thing is, God is not God's name; it's His title. It's His species, basically. Yahweh would be the name.
Yeah.
Or El Shaddai or something of that nature. So, and then he says, "Well, do you use your mom's name in vain?" And what he's talking about is saying, like, "Mom, damn it." And
Mom,
it's like,
damn it.
if I said "Mom, damn it," that would not be taking my mom's name in vain. It's just a title.
Now, not to her face, obviously, because I'm still alive, but I have gone, Mom, damn it.
Mom, damn it.
But I am still alive, so obviously not to her face.
Yeah.
Hey, and Spooky is suing you, Speed.
He's suing us all? Come on, Spooky.
No, he said specifically, you can't tell, but in little letters it says Speed. You might need glasses.
Oh, I think I do need glasses. Let's see.
Hey, don't forget, there's a debate happening on my channel. Yeah, when Leo gets here, I'll shut up. But because where's Leo? I thought y'all invited him.
Yeah, Leo.
He was here earlier, and I want to talk. I don't know.
When Leo gets here, we'll all have to shut up.
Yeah.
When he gets here, I'll bounce. I might have to bounce before then anyway.
Oh, zing. I nailed Leo there, didn't I?
You
Sorry,
did.
Leo.
You did.
Leo's not listening, so he probably didn't hear that. Anyway.
True.
Authorship of... Okay. Yeah, the John video. Which one is that? You're talking about
He
hats
said
off.
this past week, let me see. I have moved on. I have moved on.
I do say, yeah.
Well, girl, I hope you change your attitude towards puppies.
I know. It's
have you not been cuddled with by Miss Gruer in a while?
That's classified.
Okay.
you
You sound like you haven't been cuddled with by either a puppy or your significant other in a while.
I do need cuddles. Usually, anytime I cuddle, it's with a cactus. That's what I just.
Oh yeah, that might harden you a
everyone knows Gert cuddles up with a plushie or something like that.
Well, girl, I have a tough question for you.
I've got a tough answer for you, bro.
Did you become an atheist because you hate puppies, or do you hate puppies because
No. Once I realized I was an atheist, it made me realize morality is subjective. It's just opinions. So I don't have to justify my hatred for puppies because as an atheist, I don't have any morals.
Yeah, but if you hate something, you have to be taking a moral stance. So you would have to be neutral about puppies.
Well,
You go, Gert. You paint that painting however you like it.
Oh, am I going to clip the hell out of this video? This is just wonderful. Thank you, Gert.
Thank you for the gift. It's almost like Christmas in September.
I am
Like we're getting a dress rehearsal to Christmas.
I am the grift that keeps on grifting.
Yep.
I wish I could grift. If I could be a grifter,
Well, if it is Christmas, everyone knows Gert is the Grinch.
Ooh,
you know
very
this.
good. Very
What
clever.
does that say? Starting with Gert, then speed. That's
Small.
That's good.
How do you do that?
How do you do that?
I don't know.
I don't know how he does it. He's putting HTML in the chat, in the comments. Can you do that? Does it take HTML? Apparently.
I'm not that sophisticated to know about it.
Oh, I can't do it. I tried.
Really?
Not working.
Well, it's probably some sort of embed thing. You know, you can embed stuff. SPM, Jesus was pagan too. Secular pagan mom. Investa.
Nerdy Rodent always has the funniest comments.
Nerdy Rodent, yeah, he is the hero of this channel.
Yep.
Nerdy is probably my favorite person out of everyone.
We love Stephanie too.
Stephanie, we would not have a channel without Stephanie.
No.
Yep.
She's like the DNA that just, holds us all together.
You know, she's nice, but my God, I never know what the hell she's talking about.
No, I got to tell everybody else I love them too. God damn, it's going to take me half an hour.
Okay, I think the one he's referring to, I'll prepare the link for it, is eyewitness details in John's Gospel, a response to Eric Manning. That's from the Hats Off channel that is featured in the description. But I'll get that ready in a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Or not to change the topic a little bit, but I keep searching for this kind of what we were going over in the YouTube search engine, and it seems that our prediction is slowly becoming ever truer speed, because now Jason Lyle is on the JWST images, and so is AIG, and probably other creationists at some point. So it's spreading. The virus is spreading.
Did they do this with Hubble back when Hubble?
They probably did.
Started clearly putting out images eventually.
Oh yeah, because didn't Otangelo show like a 2004 paper or something at one point? So yeah, they probably did.
Yeah, they're able to like get direct images of exoplanets and their atmospheres.
Oh yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it'll really help with whatever they call geology, astrogeology. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
Astrobiology or
well, I'm just thinking planetary geology, something like that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever the field is for
other planets.
For other planets, but yeah, I mean, being able to get highly
if we can get spectra of their atmosphere, we can maybe finally have the first step to telling if there's really like at least a simple form of life out there. Not like the last step, mind you, but it'll be the our first glimpse at what is to come, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one planet that I think Anton Petrov featured in one of his episodes recently, like in the last couple of days, I think they said they found a lot of water vapor, even though the planet itself doesn't look at all conducive to life, at least as we conceive it. There was water vapor in the atmosphere, so it just seems like planets have water all over the place.
Yeah,
but of course, there's other features like tidally locked orbits.
Oh yeah,
are going to be one big problem, unless there's some sort of wobbly going on, that creates some sort of gradient of temperatures or whatever and exposure to light. But yeah, we have to probably find planets that are not tidally locked and not too close to their sun, in that Goldilocks zone.
Yep. Where'd Gur go?
Yeah. I tried looking. Okay, I Googled problems with Earth's magnetic field or fields theory,
and this is the first result.
Yeah, creationist stuff is the first result.
Of course.
So anyway,
what happened to Gur?
I
don't know. He probably went off to kick a puppy.
Yeah, he probably did.
I was trying to figure out what his stream name with all those symbols was trying to be.
Gibbs is in ready position at the top of the back of the couch.
Got his back up, right.
He's making sure Greer doesn't break in to get him.
Mm.
It sounds like poor Gibbs is going to be having night terrors for a while, which means I won't get any sleep. Thanks a lot, Greer.
So
Gur.
This is the paper, the Humphreys paper. I just linked the name of it. You get a PDF download of it when you go to. Always showing some self-excited electric jet. The self-exciting part is one of the things that he was pushing back on, that it couldn't happen or something. But what the hell is this deal about two planets are formed as two spheres of water?
What the heck does that even mean? I mean,
is somebody playing with water balloons?
I can't fathom how that works, given that we know the planet is not just made of. I don't understand.
Oh, and here's the math. Ooh, the math.
Well, yeah, just because you have math doesn't mean your theory is right, though.
Yeah, well, this is I think this paper is 29 pages long. So anyway. it'll be interesting to check out. So if anybody wants to take a look at what they're doing, but it's from 1984. I mean, I think a lot of people probably criticized it since then.
Probably.
The bag of water theory of planetary formation.
Yeah, the water bag theory.
I mean, how would that even work though? Like, it's just a little liquid ball of water, and then it at some point turns into rock. Like,
yeah, spooky. You might think you scared Gur off, but actually, he's probably creeping around underneath your picture window right now, looking for puppies. Anyway. So we're not going to have anybody else come in. So
doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to come in. Why are you all such scaredy cats?
So we should have a talk about sticky cells and embryogenesis and how cells sort themselves at some point.
Okay.
We should do that. Sorting water.
Benghazi weighs in.
Yeah, lunar bukkake. Well, the two do go together, though, because that sphere of water ended up under the surface, and then God cracked the earth open like an egg and fucking blew bukkake all over the moon and fucking cratered it up. Oh, my goodness.
What topic would you like to discuss, James? Apperson?
Yeah, James, come on in here, and then we'll figure out a topic.
Yeah, do you know a topic?
Yeah, come on, James.
If you got a topic, come on in.
We are topic fluid. Would that be the right way to say it? We can change topics pretty easily.
I'm 26,175 days old today. That's kind of a milestone.
Yay.
I'm a quarter, 25 more days, like the end of September, and I'm going to be 200. That is going to be impressive.
Well, I am 21,440 days old, which gives me about 6,560 days left on this planet, if the actuarial tables have anything to say about reality.
I gotta.
Hey, James.
Hey, guys. Was topic fluid meant to be a pun on the already existing topic of water bags and bukkake cosmology?
No, I'm going to say yes if you find it funny and clever.
Yes, we'll go with that then.
Yeah, that kind of leads into sticky cells too, doesn't it?
It does. And then I was going to say, and it's a good thing I was muted, that I thought Sal was considered slimy and not sticky.
Okay, like so Andrew, why are cells sticky in the zygote? You know, when the zygote pops up. Well, okay, your daddy and your mommy love each other. That's where.
I think it's more like mommy tolerates daddy and just does what she has to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm trying to explain why the cells are still sticky, and I don't know how to put it to Andrew but I guess I'll stop there.
Well, let me apply this question to kind of the subject of proteins or amino acids or whatever processes are involved. I was playing with my grandsons yesterday, and I had gone by the CVS to find just a couple of little toys just to surprise them with, and got this Halloween spider. It was orange colored and it flashed light and everything. It was really cool, but it had a suction cup on the back of it. And I'm wanting to know if the way that the proteins come together, or maybe this happens on the amino acid level or some other chemical level that I'm not sure about. You know, the suction cup would only stick to like the tabletop,
Yeah,
or to the kind of
something smart
called the coating of the puzzle board that my 3-year-old grandson was using, and it would not stick to the paper that he was coloring on. It would stick to my forehead because I was kind of big, fat, and hot, so I was sweating a little, but it wouldn't stick to my 1-year-old grandson's forehead. And as you can tell, I'm kind of a messed up grandfather. But anyway, I kept thinking in those situations that this is kind of reminds me of, amino acids and proteins, how they, will glom together, unless I'm just full of shit, and I'm not thinking about it right. Is that how the surfaces of these molecules are like? I know there's electronic bonds and stuff. You know, there's a stickiness to some, and there's some that don't seem to be compatible with one another. Is that anything like it?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Say no.
You're going to say no? All right. Well, see, at least I was thinking while I was making a fool out of myself for my grandchildren.
Well, yeah, vacuum, and basically the suction cup has to not leak, you know, so the air leaks up. It's pulling it in. So, and anyway, but no, cells, well, vacuum might have an effect. Physics definitely does.
Yeah.
So it's really a complicated physics problem.
I was thinking about geckos and probably some other stuff, but I think like they use like really tiny hair-like protein structures on their on each of their digits, and that's what allows them to stick, because they're so small. It basically forms like a little you know, one of those toys where it's like a little how to explain it, like you press your hand into it and it makes a little hand on the other end of it, because it's
like a template thing. Yeah, like
little sticks on things, and how to describe it, but you know what I'm talking about. Like it basically does that, and that's how the geckos are able to stick, because they can basically their hand fingers fit to the surface, like literally. I think I might be mistaken, but
yeah, those little template things, you can actually use those, I think, in body work when you're trying to get the contour of a fender or something, or like a lip. You can use it to basically tell when you put enough body putty. Of course, I don't know if they do any of that. They use fiberglass now, don't they? I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe.
But, I used to have one of those little template things. They're kind of cool. You stick it on anything and it makes a little impression, you know, on the other side. It's really cool. I don't know why we did it. Why did we do it? I think we did. I'm not sure. Might have had something to do with growing mushrooms. I can't remember.
Don't know how that led to mushrooms, but okay.
I don't know either, but it did.
In a certain decade, Andrew, everything in Speed's life led to mushrooms.
Yeah, I think everything does lead to mushrooms eventually, one way or the other. Boy, that's a nice little, like, these are alpha helices inside that make a big alpha helix, which is kind of cool. It's like a mega helix. Anyway, I love my little diagramming tool. It's pretty cool. So, James, what up?
Oh, not too much. I've been wrestling with OBS today to try to make it work, and eventually I just went ahead and went to their forum and posted the question, because Google results weren't really relevant to what I was trying to find.
What was you trying to do?
So when I'm in OBS, I'm trying to share videos from other channels have already recorded and released. It's just a video on their channel. And whenever I do that, so I add it to browser, add a browser from source, whatever, and it just forces a play of the video. It doesn't give me the power to stop the video to talk about it before I resume again.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
That's what I got right here. So I've got an OBS window set up, and I picked. Okay, it's a window, so you have to basically set it up as a window. So when you create a new source, you go and set it up as a window, and then you can basically pick your Google Chrome thing out of a drop-down list, you know, and then it pops up. So is that what you were trying to do? So,
I tried that too, and it just didn't work correctly. Like it still didn't give me the power to pause and resume videos on command. Like it just.
Oh, you mean from OBS you wanted to pause and resume videos? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anyway, but what I do now, I've got another Chrome window here, and I can just start the video.
I say that I never.
Right?
Are you in OBS right now? Is that what you're using for this stream?
Yeah. Well, not for the stream. I'm using StreamYard, but I'm using OBS as my video source, basically.
Gotcha.
So is the only place to get technical advice on OBS and other stream-related things their forum, or are there other forums like Stack Exchange and others like that can?
There might be like GitHub type stuff, but I'm not good at navigating those, so I just went straight to the forum. So I mean, I'll keep working on it, but I'm foggy today. I have like that brain fog thing that happens all the time.
Thing I hate about OBS, and I've got to learn the hotkeys because I still haven't learned them all, is like trying to get these things to size properly. Like, you got to go to edit transform and you got to clip and do all this bullshit. I'm just not good at it yet. And what I've been thinking about doing is using OBS to stream and having you all sign on with Zoom. But then what I got to do is if I have 6 guests, I have to have one layout. If I have 4 guests, I have to have another, that sort of thing. But I really need to get rid of StreamYard at some point. I think and go straight OBS Zoom or something. I don't know.
Yeah, OBS has a lot more functionality and it's free. And I mean, you can buy certain things that go with it if you want to, but the learning curve on it is steeper.
Yeah, this is all from OBS basically. I just got different views set up.
Right.
This is by the way, this is Gur's video that he did today, which is pretty damn good with Ray Comfort. So he is very, very entertaining to listen to, in spite of the fact that he hates puppies.
I hate Ray Comfort. Like what he does, I hate, I should say.
Oh my God, he drives me up a wall.
Yeah, and I can never really tell if Ray Comfort is as stupid as he pretends to be, or if he just really just, I don't know, does he just pretend to be stupid so that he can I heard he lives in like a $500,000 house and drives a pretty nice car. So I mean, that implies that he's smart because he figured out how to turn it into a professional business. But at the same time, I'm like,
there's a like needing to shower yourself off at the end of day kind of feeling you can get if the lack of sincerity means something to you. And I don't think he has that. I think he can like go home at the end of the day and go, yeah, it was a good day.
Most of these people like LPP and Standing for Truth and Sal Cordova, I decided that they are of average intelligence, IQ 100 to 120, and at various levels of education, and that explains to me why they can't see outside their box.
Yeah,
that they can't look around it. I'm pretty sure they're not fucking geniuses, but they are, of average intelligence. And Ray Comfort, when you listen to him, he's got stupid ideas like a lot of people of average intelligence tend to adhere, like belief, like attaching to a belief, like Ray Comfort does. But I mean, the question, like he goes and he picks people that are not ready to answer questions, right? Out on the campus, out on the lawn.
Right.
And then he just fucking abuses them verbally. I mean, this is psychological abuse. There's no question about what he does.
Yeah, I've written about that too, and like analyzed what he does. He picks out the freshmen. Like you can kind of read body language too, not just in terms of like these are the youngest students here. They're probably freshmen, but also you can just read body language. Plus, I'm sure the ones that don't go the way he wants it to go, he just edits those out before he releases his videos. I'm sure.
That's true. He's leaving out a whole lot. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Recognize this, Mr. Apperson?
Yeah.
Oh, this is your blog. I linked your blog. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that.
So you got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I've got like so many blogs on there, and some of them I need to shorten, like turn them into like 2 blogs instead of 1, because I've always, one point branches out into 5 different points, and they're all interconnected and they all support each other, and I'm like, that might work as a video, but it's too long for a blog, so I need to go and shorten some of them. But Ray Comfort's been mentioned in a couple of my blogs in terms of what he does, like I outline step by step what he does that's psychologically manipulative and what he's trying to accomplish, and it's awful. So maybe we can talk about that if you guys want to. But if Gur just made a video about it, then he probably just already. And if you've already seen his video, then you guys are probably already up to date about it.
Well, I've seen a few, like I can stand the guy for about 10, 15 minutes where he's interviewing asking, like, if you're an atheist, well, then you believe that nothing created something. And it's like, he always leads with that bullshit, and it's just that.
And he knows better too. It's like he's not new to the debate, so he knows that atheists don't say that, right?
Ooh, this one looks good. How and why the Christian Christ was invented. Cool.
Yeah, old Ray Comfort was debating atheists long before I became an atheist. I remember seeing some debate footage of he and who's that actor that he gets with all the time or used to?
Cameron.
Yeah, he and Kirk Cameron were with two atheists whom this day I don't remember who they were, and one of the atheists was just getting really upset because of how dumb they were being, and then like Cameron, or I think it was Cameron, said, "God, you're so angry," it was just weird. It was a weird debate, but I agree that Kirk Cameron said something very stupid.
Yeah,
but, and I guess that's to get a reaction out of more scientifically minded people who take facts seriously.
Those two came up in the original banana video.
Mm-hmm. That predates my atheism, I think.
Okay, I just want to point out, Gur streams talk about fucking slow. It's in the description, Gur. Damn.
So if you guys want to and you guys might already know all this. I know that I'm usually preaching to the choir when I make these points, but do you guys know that the YouTube channel Theramin Trees? Theramin Trees.
I've heard of it. I've seen a few videos from it, but I can't recall who it is and what it's all about.
What kind of
trees? Here,
Theramin Trees. THERAMIN. Theramin.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it over. I'm gonna post a link in private chat. I might have a wrench. I probably could post it in the regular. Yeah, I do have a wrench.
You should have a wrench.
Too.
Dave M doesn't have a wrench. Why doesn't Dave M have a wrench? Is there a reason?
Well, I can't give wrenches, so you're going to have to provide that answer.
Dave M has a wrench now. Oh.
Are we going to give does Captive Desk have a wrench? Because they're the same person.
Oh, yeah, it does. I guess I didn't know that. Or I
Dave M is Captive Desk, right? Maybe I'm being stupid and forgetful.
Okay, Theramin Trees. Let's see here.
So he's a professional counselor. I can't remember what his credentials are.
Shit. Sorry, it started.
Oh, it's okay. So if anybody ever wants deeper insights into the psychology and the tactics of fundamentalist religions like Christianity, most versions of Christianity, including moderate versions, actually, he goes into the great depth of detail, one step at a time, and it's all in layman language. Like, none of it's like highly technical or anything, and he just explains the ways that they manipulate people that are inside of their domain and the people that are on the outside of it. Like explains all the ways that they do emotional blackmail and the ways that they practice coercion of different forms and
awesome.
all the narcissism inherent to the whole thing. And like, his videos have really opened my eyes and got me thinking in new ways about all the things that happen in religion. So I love it a lot.
That sounds cool. You getting the link together?
The link is in there. I got it.
Oh, okay, cool. I got a lot to watch tonight.
Yep. Well, God, my description is really long already. Got a lot of stuff in there. So, yeah, this looks pretty good. This, let's see if I can full screen it here for a while. Take a look at his stuff. Hurt, outrage, anger, resentment, displeasure. Yeah, it's a really interesting manipulation. This whole, and we're going to talk about that, aren't we? Soon. The spiritual connection.
Yeah, we're going to talk about spirituality and in ways that in ways that it could be legitimate, in ways that it can be weaponized instead and
Right.
hijacked by other people.
Tomorrow on your channel, right? At 9 a.m.?
Yeah, that's what I was working on OBS. And I might not get OBS working, and if I don't, then I guess I'll just do StreamYard. So.
Okay. Yeah. But send me a link. So.
I 4 years ago, IPUB did a video, I just believe in one fewer God, which is the whole point of view that, you don't believe in pretty much all the same gods I don't believe in. I just don't believe in one extra God than you.
Right.
I tried that on a fundamentalist one time, and that you could see their brain tilt when I said that. It's like ding, ding, ding. What? What'd you say? Huh? Their reaction was angry, but
sure.
Like, hey, that's got to be blasphemous.
That's got to be. They're not sure how it's unfair, but it sure feels unfair.
Yeah, it's just not right.
Right. So a lot of times I get that response too, so I try to figure out a different way to I follow it up with a rephrasing that simplifies it for them and gives them something that they can grab their brains onto with it. So, I'll just point out, I'm like, look, somebody walks up to you with this different idea of a God, the one that is alien to you and that you just intuitively recognize as BS. And so you think, no, I don't believe you, right? So that's what happens when they say the same thing to somebody in a different religion or an atheist. They walk up and they say, God this and God that. And the atheist just says, or the Wiccan or the pagan or the Hindu or whatever just says, I don't find that credible, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that should be easy enough for them to grasp. So I try to first I hit them with that, right? And then, you get the anger and you get the offense and all that stuff. So then I give them a softer version to kind of chew on for a little while and see what they do with it. But
yeah, I just popped up one of his videos, Living with Abusers, and last night Scott told me to watch a movie, Colossus, I think it was.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it's about the girl that finds out that she is, when she moves around, she's actually creating this giant monster in Seoul, Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you heard about this movie, but it's basically about patterns of abuse.
Oh.
And it's just a wonderful interplay of characters. And there's the kind of shitty boyfriend, and then there's the rescuer, and he has this down here, rescuer and victim. And it really is interesting, but it's a science fiction movie and also kind of dark comedy, sort of.
What platform's it on?
What's that?
Who has it? Where can I find it?
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis, and it's pretty good. I was very surprised by it. It's like a 2017 movie.
Yeah.
I thought, well, man, when they didn't do their trailer any justice or something, because when I saw the trailer when it came out, it was just like I don't care for that one. But actually, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's got an entertaining story along with a real serious topic that kind of runs under it if you look at it. And it's interesting because I almost felt abused by the transformation of the character.
Yeah, it was unsettling.
Yeah, it was.
What's it called?
Colossal,
2016.
Oh, Colossal. Okay, Colossal.
Okay. I looked.
Yeah, she goes into it. She finds out that there's a monster that keeps appearing in Seoul, Korea, and killing people, and she finds out it's her at 8:05 in the morning when she's walking across the park, and she doesn't realize she's knocking over buildings. And then and that much you get from the preview, and then the rest of it I'll leave because I already spoiled it for my son with spoilers, so I'll shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Watch out for the spoilers.
Well, it's an interesting kind of comedic science fiction movie combined with a whole lot of you can dig as deep as you want. And
now I don't know if this will do any spoiling, but I do have a question for you. Well, we'll do that in the backstage. I'll ask you the question in the backstage.
Oh, you mean what happened to him at the end?
No, this is at the beginning.
Oh, at the beginning. Okay, we'll get to that. Oh yeah, I do have a question about that too, but we'll discuss it.
Okay. See, I love a movie that can stimulate discussion about things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always good. This site looks awesome. This Theramin Trees. I really have to check this out.
I've picked up on a couple of recommendations, when that YouTube throws at me, but I need to see if I'm subscribed, and I just don't see the notification for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of amazing. We can do amazing things to people by contradictions and confusion. Hang on a second. I got to address something.
Is he filling out a postcard? Is it being that literal?
My son wanted to get the leash and take me for a walk, but I managed to evade him.
Oh, wow. You ran around and hid under the couch, near the couch?
Yeah. Peed on his leg.
Oh, yeah. That'll get you put in your room.
That gets me put in a corner. Anyway.
So, which, did you say you put the Theramin Trees video that y'all were talking about in the description?
I put it in the description right under James Apperson's blog. I put the site, the website, not the video.
Okay.
I'll throw the video up there too, just in case. Where the heck did I find it?
Yeah, I think I've seen rumination combating repetitive thoughts. That's a good one, because I tend to suffer from those from time to time, especially if you've listened to the song "Baby Shark" for like 4 hours at a time. That's very traumatizing, and then it's like it's like the elevator music in my head for days afterwards.
Yeah, that's like I found one of those. My great niece sent it to me when she was like 12 years old, and I started listening to it, and I'm like, oh my God, this fucking thing is going to take over my entire life.
Was it Baby Beluga?
It was called Gummy Bears.
Oh,
I remember that one.
Gummy Bears. Oh my God. You listen to that thing, it's like you cannot stop. It just sticks with you for like that. She's 23 or 22 now, and it's still in my head.
Wow, the videos in Theramin Trees goes back to like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's been doing them for a while now. Yeah.
Excellent site.
Yeah, some of my favorite. The person being narcissists. And,
Malignant shame.
Yeah.
Unconsciously seeking abusers. That's an important one. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what else, guys?
I don't know. What's our side chat doing?
I don't know. Not sure. They're still with us.
See, Dave is talking about food.
I'm getting that shoot it in the head feeling.
Secular Pagan Mom is talking about gummy bears.
I know.
She's fully identified with the gummy bears now. This is almost dangerous.
It's a form of abuse to actually play that, and also a way to get copyright strikes.
Now, apparently there was a video by somebody named Danny, and Icarus wants to know if we watched it.
No.
And I would say to Icarus, please be more specific.
Yeah.
Gummy bear.
Now y'all got it.
I'm not familiar with that song, but thank you for that nightmare.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I remember one time Trump tried to sing it at one of his rallies.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God. Oh,
people were so confused. Like,
oh my God. Clip. I need a clip.
I know. I'll try to find it. I will try to find that for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll stick with you. It sticks to the ribs. Very good stuff.
Oh, the What is a Woman? Okay. I saw that was coming up. I'll have to look that up. Once again, basically, I'm not going to bed tonight.
Oh my God. Oh, so I'm obligated to link that goddamn thing in the description too, ain't I? Danny was on the channel the other night, and he was very well behaved. I was impressed. And who was it? Gurr or somebody tried to bring up Fodor, except Gurr got his name wrong. He said James. Yeah,
James. James Fodor is the atheist.
Yeah,
anthropologist.
Gurr was trying to pick a fight. Yeah,
but he failed
between me and Danny. And
I see a comment in Danny's video from Lena. Well, that sucked. I'd like to ask you to try to elevate the discourse. Don't ask me how.
From Lena?
Yeah, Lina, Lena.
Is Lena been in the chat today? Because I was supposed to have a talk with Lena, and Lena did a no-show on me.
I haven't seen Lena in the chat. I could have missed it.
So Lena, if you're watching in the future, reach out to me. I don't know what the hell happened to you. Maybe I got the dates wrong. I'm not sure. Maybe I got the time wrong. Maybe I sent the wrong link. I don't know what I did.
Wow.
Wanted to have that conversation. So let me put this in the description. And I don't know, if we don't have anything else, you guys, we could shoot her in the head. Go have a chat backstage for a minute.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just looking at the comments. They're not that positive.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Usually Danny does better than that.
Well, these are comments. You really don't. I don't know. People always say they want comments, but they're usually not that constructive or that helpful.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I wish people would comment on my videos. We could get some chat going. Maybe I should be a better YouTube channel producer and encourage that sort of stuff. But
encourage comments.
Yeah, me and Redefined Living go around for hours and hours sometimes, and he's like, "Well, you don't have any foundation for your beliefs, so."
Yeah, that doesn't count.
He's got this whole apologetic thing going, and then he's like, "Well, you haven't given me an argument." It's like, I don't fucking need to. I'm not obligated to. I just don't believe in your crap. It's like, haven't given it any thought. It's like, why do I need to? Anyway, okay. I put that in the description as well, and I think we're going to shoot her in the head, guys.
Okay.
Any complaints?
Nerdy.
Hang around, James.
He's bringing up a raw subject here.
Which one?
It's on the screen. Yeah, what is reality? Just so happens I have a book to. Oh no, you have the book to recommend. Don't you? Is it your very short introduction to reality?
Yeah. It's a real good one. They go over the brain in the vat thing, and he does a really neat job of explaining that if you are a brain in a vat, your reality is whatever that vat is providing you, and it's still fucking reality with a lowercase r. Philosophers like to think about the uppercase R reality, which they're always trying to find the bottom turtle, and we're not in any fucking position to do that. So why bother? Reality is whatever presents itself to you. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. I'm feeling like shooting it. What do you think?
Well, you're the one with your finger on the trigger. So
you always thought
what you're gonna do.
The weight of that responsibility crushes me, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. You're always pushing it on me. Fucking goddamn.
That's right.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Peace, guys.
Bye.